Sup, Cowboys fan? It's the one and only, your boy, Killer B. Let's get it started on day one of the NFL draft, where the Cowboys had 2 picks in the first round. Let's talk about our first pick, Caleb Downs. I'm not gonna lie. I was dreaming that Caleb Downs would be a Cowboy. I was dreaming for this. When I was at basketball practice while the draft was going on. So when I looked on my phone, I saw Caleb Downs was a Cowboy. I'm not gonna lie. I was so happy because I wanted Caleb Downs so bad. At first, before the combine and stuff, you saw us mock to get Sonny Styles. I was like, Sonny Styles. I watched him versus Texas. I was like, I like this kid. Cause I was like, who's 8-0? What was it? He was 0? Yeah, 0. I was like, Sonny Styles. I was like, I liked him. But after the combine, Sonny Styles stock rise. Turns out he was a commander. I was like, There was a multiple selection of defensive players we could have picked there. There was a reality that we could have traded up to 3 to draft David Bailey. But David Bailey got picked number 2 overall, shockingly. But anyways, then we could have picked Mercer Delane out of LSU. But the Chiefs traded up number 6 overall to get Mercer Delane. I was like, what? 2 other options. Then we got all the way to 11. You saw the Cowboys traded it up to get Mercer Delane. I was like, boy. It was unbelievable that they really traded up to get Mercer Delane. I mean, they traded up to get Sonny Styles, and I'm not complaining. Because Sonny Styles, Caleb Downs, they did trade it up to get Caleb Downs. It was 1 pick. I think they really didn't give up that much, if I remember. There was actually, if you talk about it, there was a whole bunch of trade-ups in this draft. It was a little odd. It was a whole bunch of trade-ups. Then when we traded back to get Malachi Lawrence, I'm not gonna act like I know. I've been going through the draft process. Never heard of him. I'm being dead honest with you. I heard of him, but I never did like a real deep dive into him. I didn't know he was going to be a first round pick. If we picked at 23, I thought we traded down. Jeremy McCoy was still on the board. I was like, Jeremy McCoy's right there. I think they didn't pick Jeremy McCoy because we got Darnell Bland, Cheryl Reverend Jr., and Caleb Carson. I don't know if they try and develop those two, or I don't know what they're trying to do. But here's the trade for to trade up. They just gave up 2 5th-round picks, and with the trade down, we got 2 4th-round picks. So basically, when we traded down, we basically got 2 earlier picks than when we traded up. I don't hate the trade. You might say, oh, you gave your division rival Malachi Lemon. Don't care. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been this happy for a Dallas Cowboys draft pick since last year. I liked the Tyler Booker pick. Cause boy, that's draft interview when he said, I want people every play after play. I can see the fear of people, love for the game, just keep going down. I love that interview. I'm not even gonna lie. I was happy for that pick. But before that, I wasn't happy for a Dallas Cowboys draft pick since Micah Parsons. I'm just talking about our first round draft pick. Last year I liked the when we took Cheryl Darian Exum out of Boston College. I liked that pick. I was like, ooh, he's there. Ooh, be a Cowboy. I liked it. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I haven't been that happy for a Dallas Cowboys first round draft pick since Micah Parsons. Because when we drafted Mozzie Smith, I was like, ugh. I didn't like the Mozzie Smith pick in the moment. I was like, he's from Michigan. He might be good. No, I did not like that pick in the moment. Then we went to go. Also in that draft, we drafted. I wanted us to draft Darnell Washington. That might be weird, but yeah, I wanted them to draft Darnell Washington. But let's talk about the picks. Caleb Downs. What can he add to this defense? A whole bunch. He can play a safety. He's a game changer on defense. I'm glad we got him. Malachi Lawrence. I don't know a whole bunch about him, but I like it. I'm not gonna lie. I don't hate it. I don't hate it, but everyone hated on the pick. Our new DN coach, I heard he was good at developing DNs. I think he can develop him. I want to consider this a bust because first of all we got two fourth round picks. I hope we trade since we don't have a second round pick. I hope we trade up into the second round because here's some people who are still left on the board. Caleb McDonald, bro, I want him. Jeremy McCoy, DeAndre Pond, CJ Allen, Anthony Hill Jr. Like, come on, dude. I freaking love it, man. And I saw the Giants got the 5th and 10th overall pick. Boy, I got scared for a second. I'm not gonna lie. I was shaking in my boots. I was like, oh, God, no. Giants are about to cook. Hey, on that first pick, Arvell Reese. Woo. Then 10th overall, I was like, oh, no. They're about to get Arvell Reese and Caleb Downs. Dude. Oh, boy. I would have been... I would have just been shaking in my boots, dude. Bad enough they got, Jackson Dart and Ken Scalaboo? Whoo. But nah, they took the right tackle out of Miami. Hey, that's not a bad pick. I'm just saying. But still, though. Caleb Downs to the Cowboys is amazing. He probably be able to wear his number 2. I don't think there's no one wearing 2 on the Cowboys. Let's talk about Malachi Lawrence coming off the edge. He can be a great tool to have on the other side of Donovan Ezraku because we develop him. I think today's gonna be round 2 and 3. If we maybe trade up to in round 2, I think if we can get some good or make a good selection in round 3, I will not be complaining. Don't we have 2 draft picks in round 3 since we traded Ozzy and Morocco? No, we got a 3rd round pick for that pick. That's on. Yeah, we got 1 3rd round pick. I thought we had 2. My fault. Yeah, and a 4th round pick. And no, we got a couple 4th round picks now, but yeah. I'm confused about this whole what you call it? This whole George Pickens things because they said he might be playing under the tag. That scares me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, but Malachi Lawrence, let's talk about him. Let's break down his scouting report. I think he's actually a super good athlete. Yeah, 6.34 prospect grade.
Hey,
On him,
I'm Petey.
He will
You might remember me as Peter Pan.
That's what you get on him.
Yeah, I rebranded. Turns out,
That's what you have on
looks
him.
kind of awesome. AAA made it easy. Sure, I still don't understand fitted sheets or taxes, but luckily, AAA covers other adult mysteries, like home and auto insurance. With AAA, growing up is a total breeze. Hey, seriously? How do you fold a fitted sheet? Ask him.
160, 1.59, 10-yard split. I'm not gonna lie. It's crazy. Did a 10-10 broad jump? Not complaining there. 40 vertical jump? He's a super athlete. This year, he was a first team All Big 12, 7 sacks, 11 tackle for loss, 3 pass breakups, 2 forced fumbles. And plus, he was projected to go second round. Sure, it's a little bit of a reach, but still, he's compared to Josh Sweat, so hopefully he can bring that Josh Sweat athleticism. I'm just saying. I'm assuming we're running a 4-3 because he looked like he fit the best in a 4-3. He also is a twitchy pass check with a developed skill set. He have a high ceiling, but he's a good tackler. He's explosive off the line with purpose and all. But he do got his areas to improve, so I hope the Cowboys actually develop him. Cause I don't want another Mozzie Smith, Taco Cheriton, like Taco Carlton, whatever it was. I just don't want another one of those. All right, dude. The fact that we got Caleb Downs, I'm telling you this now. Home run of a pick. Like, dude. He's everything you want him to be, dude. He's just like so amazing, dude. He got a 76 athleticism score, 81% production score, first of all safeties. He's the best safety in this class. I think he's the second best defensive player in this draft class. Maybe 3 behind his 2 teammates. That's what I'm just saying. But, dude, that's all I gotta say about the Dallas Cowboys 2 first-round draft picks. And I'm also an A&M fan. Hey, Cleveland Brown fans, enjoy Casey Concepcion, because that's a good explosive receiver. Hey, that's your boy Killer B today. Peace.